And to lead it off here today for the visiting Seattle Mariners, playing right field is Suzuki, batting .206 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. This is Jim KAAT's third start of the year. He's 1-0 with a 1.93 ERA. And here's the pitch to Ichiro. And that's going to be against the lefty. 12, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew. Nice play by Killebrew. He throws over to Carew for out number 1. And Phil Bradley comes to the plate. And Bradley, he's batting .167, no homers and 2 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this, drives out in the right field. Oliva gets over quickly, cuts it off, and holds Bradley to a single. So now there's 1 on, 1 out, and Alex Rodriguez is up. And he's batting .180 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And he gets a hold of this, drives it into the gap. Out in left field. And let's see if Bradley's going to make it home with this double. It'll be a 35. And he's going to hold it at third. So that's a double. Now you got runners at second and third. And the Twins are going to play back. They'll give up a run here early. Try to keep the crooked number off the board and get an out here. And Edgar Martinez is batting .190 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. Runners at second and third and 1 out. And he gets a hold of this, and they're getting a dim here in the first inning. Let's see where this one gets to. And that ball is driven into the gap out in right field, and that'll score 2, and it's a 2-0 Mariners lead here. And a runner still down at second, and only 1 out. And Pat Boone's boy, not really, I don't like saying that, is down at second, Brett. And Brett is batting .417, off to a great start this year with no homers and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Boone. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Puckett makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And Griffey comes to the plate, batting .204 with 4 homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a 21. That's going to be a ground ball down to Killebrew. He fires it over to first, and that'll end the inning. But the 2-run double by Martinez. Seattle 2, Twins coming to the plate. And you got Knobloch, Carew, and Puckett due up here. And Knobloch batting .167. He's got 2 homers and 8 RBIs on the year. King FELIX Hernandez, this is his 4th start of the year. He's 1-2 with a 4.5 ERA. And here's the pitch to Knobloch. And that's going to be against the righty. 20, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley and left, and there's 1 down. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Carew comes to the plate, batting .288 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play, 24 and a 36. And that's going to be a ball 1, so he falls behind on Carew. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Carew. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Boone. He tosses it over to Sexton. And there's 2 outs for Kirby Puckett. Puckett batting .271 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the Twins go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. It's a 2-0 Mariners lead. And Richie Sexton comes to the plate. He'll be followed by Vale and Hernandez, the bottom third of the order. And Richie's batting .238. He's got no homers and 1 RBI. And you can see Seattle's got 2 more games here against the Twins. Then they go on home, and Kansas City comes to town to take on the Mariners after this 4-game series here. Here's the pitch to Richie, and that's a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Richie out, and that's Jim's first strikeout of the game. And Vale comes up. He's only batting .043, folks. 1 hit and 23 plate appearances and no RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Kirby calls for it and makes the catch in the gap. And there's 2 down now. And it's up to King FELIX Hernandez to do something here. He's 0 for 6 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jim strikes him out. And the Mariners go down in order in the top of the second. To the bottom of the second we go.
Mauer.
And we got Mauer due up, and he'll be followed by Killebrew and Nenaliva. And Joe is batting .452, off to a great start. No homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to right field. Suzuki camps under it, and there's 1 down. And Killebrew comes to the plate now, batting .212 with 5 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field again. Suzuki's busy this inning. 2 fly balls to right, 2 quick outs. Now Tony Oliva comes up, and Tony's batting .357. He's got 3 homers and 5 RBIs. That's going to be against the righty, 15. And that is going to be a pop-up down the short. Alex calls for it, makes the catch, and another 1, 2, 3. To the top of the third we go. The top of the order due up here for the Marlins: Suzuki, Bradley, and Rodriguez. Sorry about that. Had to sneeze. Suzuki's 0 for 1 today. And then that's going to be a base Can you hear me now, buddy? Parallel League says the audio wasn't working right. See if that fixed it. And now you got the runner down at second. And one out, and we'll put the bunt on. And Jim, he is 0 for 5 on the year. And here's the pitch to Jim. And that's going to be a wild pitch. So now the wild pitch gets the runner down at third. And a 1-0 pitch to Jim. And that's going to be the team, that'll be an 8, 10, 13. That's going to be a fly out to left field. Bradley's got it. Let's see if Jorge Polanco can tag up here. 43 minus a 34 plus a 15. 24. They're going to send him here. That'll be a 46 or lower. He's safe to make this a 2-1 ball game. And he's out by a mile. Nice play by Bradley. And that'll end the inning, folks. So a fly ball, throw him out at home, double play. We go to the top of the fourth. It's still 2-0 Mariners. And World's Worst Gamer joins us here. And we got Saxton, Vale, and Hernandez, the bottom third, due up here for the Mariners. And Richie's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. Jim's got his number today. 2 times he struck out of the 3 strikeouts. 2 of them's been Richie. And Dave Vale comes up. He's 0 for 1. And here's the pitch to Dave. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Kirby makes a nice play out there. And there's 2 down. See if the King can help his own cause. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Jim, out of the 4 strikeouts, he's only struck out 2 batters. That is Richie and King Alex. We go to the bottom of the fourth in a 2-0 ball game with the top of the order due up here for the Twins. Knobloch, Carew, and Puckett. Chuck is 0 for 1 today. Excuse me. That's going to be a swing and a miss. King Alex strikes him out for out number 1. That's only his second strikeout of the game. Now you got Rod Carew up, batting 0 for 1 today, grounded out. That's going to be back-to-back strikeouts, and King Alex coming out here on fire in the fourth. Can he strike the side up with Kirby Puckett up? He was a strikeout victim his first time up. And nope, not this time, because Kirby gets a hold of it, drives that in the right field, and he'll be satisfied with a single. And Joe comes up now with the tying run at the plate. He's 0 for 1. He has flown out the right his first time up. He's off to a good start this year. And not this one. That is popped straight up the chute. Vale waits for it to come down, makes the catch, and that'll do it. The Twins strand 1. To the top of the 5th we go. Seattle hanging on to a 2-0 lead. And Suzuki comes to the plate. 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be another base hit. That's a Baltimore chop he's able to beat out. And Suzuki's down at first. And Phil Bradley comes up now. And Bradley's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a hit by pitch. So all of a sudden, Jim's in trouble here in the top of the fifth. 2 batters on and the big boys coming up with nobody out. Jim would like to see a ground ball double play here. Alex is 1 for 2 with a double in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, a big strikeout there. Gets Alex swinging, and there's 1 down. Still runners at first and second. And Edgar Martinez had a 2 RBI double back in the first, reached on an error in the third. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes to Edgar. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That's a line drive actually down the second. The runners get back. And now there's 2 outs. And the runner still at first and second for Brett Boone. And Boone's 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Jim strikes him out. Seattle strands 2. We go to the bottom of the fifth in a 2-0 game, and the big boys do up here. Killebrew, Olivo, and Bostock. And Killebrew's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Alex. Over to first, 1 up, 1 down. And Tony Oliva, can he get something started here for the Twins? He's 0 for 1 today. And that'll be a ground ball in front of the plate. 42 and an 8. And that'll be fielding column 1. A nice play by Vail. Picks it up, throws it down to Richie. And there's 2 outs. And it's up to Bostock here to get something going. He's 0 for 1 today. 2 outs and nobody on. Trailing by 2, and he does get a hold of it. See what he does with this. Can he cut the lead in half? Nope, that is off the garbage bags out there in right field. So that'll be a 2-out double. So the tying run comes to the plate, and Polanco, Jorge, he is 1 for 1 today. He doubled his first time up. Can he do it again? No, that's going to be a 16. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. Martinez up with it cleanly, fires over the first, and the Twins strand another one. To the top of the 6th we go. Still a 2-0 ball game as FELIX, the King FELIX, pitching a hell of a game, a 3-hit shutout. You got Griffey due up, followed by Sexton and Vail. Griffey 0 for 2. See the team comparison. Seattle is 5 and 10. They've struck out 125 batters. They've walked 52, given up 28 doubles and 3 triples. And the Twins are 8 and 6. They've struck out 95 batters, walked 48, given up 31 doubles and 7 triples. And here's the pitch to Griffey. That's going to be a ground ball down the second, knob-block over to Carew for out number 1. And Richie Sexton comes up, and he has struck out both times. Can Jim give him the old hat trick here? And no, he isn't doing that because Richie gets all of this one, folks. Forget about it. That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Richie Sexton with his first homer of the year makes it a 3-0 ball game. 1 out, nobody on in a 3-0 game, and Vail is up. He's 0 for 2. He has flown out the Kirby both times. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jorge at short. Now there's 2 outs. And FELIX comes up. Hernandez is 0 for 2. He's a strikeout victim both times up. And that'll be out number 3. And he strikes him out and gives King FELIX the hat trick. But the solo homer by Richie Sexton makes it a 3-0 game as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And they're going to let Jim hit here. It's early in the game. And so Jim's going to hit. He's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty 15. And man, that manager's a damn genius because that's going to be a base hit for Jim. So Jim gets aboard here with a hit. He says we don't need no stinking DH or pitch hitter. So Jim's down at first with great speed. And we're back to the top of the order. You see the team comparisons there. The Mariners are only batting 199 with a 279 on base percentage, slugging 354 with an OPS of 633. The Twins are batting 238 with a 311 on base percentage, slugging 409 with an OPS of 719. Chuck is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. 52 and a 9. That'll barely be column number 1. And that's going to be a nice play by Rodriguez. He gets to the ball and he plays over to first. Nice play, Alex. The runner will get in scoring position. That looked like a base hit all the way. Oh, Alex Hernandez makes a nice stop. Now you got a runner down at second and Carew's up. Carew's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So how big was that play by Alex? Now first and second, now 1 out. A ground ball double play gets him out of the inning. But a swing of the bat here by Kirby Puckett could tie this game up. Puckett is 1 for 3. He did single his last time up. That's going to be against a righty. It'll be a 20, 28, and a 51 and a 9. I think that's going to be another nice play. Yep, another nice play down there. And that's going to be the old 6-4-3 double play. Alex Hernandez was the man this inning. King Alex better be thanking him. He saved that from being a big inning. And that'll end it. We go to the top of the 7s. It's still a 3-0 ball game. As Jim comes to the mound, he'll have the top of the order, Suzuki, Bradley, and Rodriguez. And Suzuki's 2 for 3. He singled his last 2 times up. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 12. And that's going to be another base hit. Suzuki's on fire. He's down at first again. And now Bradley's up. Let's see if Suzuki's going to stay put here. And Suzuki's going to take off here. And that'll be a 30. So 56 or lower, he's safe. And he's out of there. Nice throw by Joe. Throws him out. Now there's 1 out and nobody on for Bradley. Suzuki gets thrown out trying to steal. Bradley's 1 for 2. He's got a single and been hit by a pitch and came around the score in this game. That's going to be a fly ball out the right. I thought for sure to be a base hit after the stolen, caught stealing. And now there's 2 outs. And Alex is up. And Rodriguez is 1 for 3. He has doubled, flown out, and struck out. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Kirby's been busy today out there in center, and that'll end it. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 3-0 Seattle. You got the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here for the Twins. Meyer, Killebrew, and Oliva. Joe's 0 for 2. Can he get something going here? They're running out of outs. And that's going to be a base hit. He turns on that one. Hits out in the right field. And with nobody out, he isn't going to try for 2. He'll keep it to a single. And Killebrew comes up. Because old Ichiro's got a damn missile launcher out there. So he'll stay put. And that'll bring Killebrew up, who's 0 for 2. Can Killebrew keep this going here? And nope, that's going to be pumped up a mile high. And Vail takes the mask off, waits for it to come down for out number 1. It's up to Tony Oliva now to keep the merry-go-round going with 1 out and 1 on. And he's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Can he take advantage of this 2-0 pitch? And nope. He hits the ball hard, but Griffey's right there, makes the catch for out number 2. So it's up to Bostock, 2 outs. The leadoff runner still down at first. And he doubled his last time up. Can he do it again here? And that's going to be popped up down the third. Martinez calls for it, makes the catch, and that'll end it. So the leadoff single goes nowhere. We go to the top of the 8th, still a 3-0 ball game. You got the big boys due up here, Martinez, Boone, and Griffey. And Eggers 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI double. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bostock, 1 up, 1 down. And Brett Boone comes up now. He's 0 for 2. He has flown out, walked, and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jim's got his number all of a sudden now. He struck him out his last 2 times up. 2 down, nobody on for Griffey. And Griffey's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the chuck. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 goes the Mariners. To the bottom of the 8th we go. He's got some work to do here. Down by 3. Bottom part of the order due up. Polanco, a pitch hitter for Jim. And then Knobloch. Jorge's 1 for 2 with a double in the game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the King is just mowing them down here. It's only his 4th strikeout, though. Jim, even though he had a single his last time up, they're going to pitch hit for him. So that'll be it for Jim as he goes 8 innings, gives up 3 runs on 7 hits. See who's going to come off the bench here. And Justin Morneau is going to come off the bench. See if he can get aboard here with 1 out and get a rally started here in the 8th. And Justin is 1 for 8, batting .125 with no homers and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch from the King. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Bradley calls for it near the line, makes the catch. And there's 2 down. We're back to the top of the order now, and Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch is struggling on the year and struggling in this game. He is 0 for 3 today, only batting .158 on the year. Here's the pitch to Chuck, and that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a base hit. Shouldn't be talking shit about him, he says, because he gets a base hit here. So Knobloch's aboard here with 2 outs for Rod Carew in a 3-0 game. And Carew is 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll end the bottom of the 8th. We get to the top of the 9th. It's still a 3-0 game. See who's going to come out here and pitch. And it's going to be Worthington's coming out of the bullpen. So Worthington will come out of the pen, try to keep this a 3-run game. And then they'll be setting things up here for Mr. Joe Nathan in the 9th. So here in the 8th inning, you got the bottom third of the order, Sexton, Vale, and Hernandez. And Richie is 1 for 3. He hit a homer his last time up. And this one's deep, but not deep enough. It's near the track. Oliva goes back, catches it in front of the garbage bags for out number 1. And Vale's up. He's 0 for 3 today. He's flown out the center twice and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the knob block. He fields it cleanly, and there's quickly 2 down. And they're going to let FELIX at least start this bottom of the 9th. He's 0 for 3. He has struck out all 3 times. Here's the pitch from Worthington. Oh, I forgot to mention this is his 4th appearance. 0-2 with a 5.06 ERA. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And FELIX hasn't doing well at the plate. He has struck out all 4 times, gets the golden sombrero, but he's doing it on the mound. We go to the bottom of the 9th. He'll be facing the 3, 4, 5 hitters, so he's going to have to go through the big boys to get the win here. It's Puckett, Joe, and Killebrew. Kirby is 1 for 3, singled in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the Kings trying to go out and style. That's up now 6 strikeouts. And Joe Marr comes to the plate. Joe's 1 for 3, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And the Twins are down to their last out here. Can Killebrew keep this game going? Trailing 3-0. He's 0 for 3 today. And he gets a hold of this one. This game's not over yet, folks, because you can forget about it. That's a homer by Killebrew. So the Twins ain't getting shut out. I think that's going to be it for FELIX. They're going to go to Nathan. Sorry, they're going to go to Dustin. Yeah, Nathan. What am I talking about? Who are they going to go to? They're going to go to JJ. JJ's going to come in here and try to get the save. As FELIX can't quite get the complete game here, and they don't want him losing this one, that's for sure. So FELIX goes 8 2/3, gives up 1 run on 7 hits, and JJ's coming out of the bullpen here. And this is JJ's 6th appearance of the year. He has 4 saves. He's got a 4.5 ERA. And let's see, is Tony Oliva's going to bat for himself here. Tony is 0 for 3. Can he keep it going? And nope. That's going to be a swing and a miss. And JJ strikes him out to end the game. And the Mariners hang on to win